What's up, you guys? Happy Monday. Today I wanted to really talk to you guys about, I say this all the time, what fuels your mind fuels your life. And that doesn't just play a factor in, the things that you think, but it's also the people that you surround yourself with. I am a huge believer that you are who you surround yourself with. And so for any of you who are maybe looking to elevate your life, or you might be going through something and you're going through this pit where you just feel out of it. You feel grumpy, you feel like you need to complain, you feel like you need to talk about people. Just stop and think about who is in your life right now and who's the closest to you. And then thinking about, what are the conversations with these people? What does that look like to you? Are they empowering, or is it more of like, if you will, a bitch sesh? Now, I will totally raise my hand to this. I have had individuals in my life that, again, who you surround yourself with ultimately is who you become. And you don't realize it right away, where maybe one comment or two comments, you don't think about it affecting you, but it does. And if you look at it long term, it can be really detrimental to yourself and your growth, because the more that you talk about these things, regardless if it's true or not, you start to become it. It's the truth. So for me, a few years back, well, not even a few years, like last year, I was noticing that I was just grumpy and I was complaining all the time, and I was picking apart just the littlest things. And then it kind of hit me. Who are the closest people to me right now? What do these conversations look like? Are we talking about people, or are we talking about ideas? It wasn't about ideas. And it didn't make me feel good. It didn't make me feel good at all, because I've always been a builder-upper. But when surrounding myself with people who were always looking at the negative and always looking at it like the glass was half empty, I started to then look at the glass half empty. And now that I look back, it's kind of sad that, misery loves company. It's the absolute truth, you guys. So really think about the people that are in your life right now, that have the biggest influence on you. And think about, how can you influence them? And if you can't, if you are having a hard time, I am giving you the permission to do this, to keep an arm's distance away from those people, because they are detractors. They are going to bring you down, and this is going to do nothing good for you in your life. Again, last year when I had a really hard time, I stepped away from a lot of people, and I think that was one of the hardest things for me, but I understood the why behind why I was doing it. I knew that I needed positive people in my life. And at the time, I had a leader at work who really changed my perspective on a lot of things. And he said something to me one time. He first asked me, "You want to be a leader one day, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Okay, name a sport, any sport." So I said football. And he said, "Okay, does a quarterback and a linebacker, do they have the same strengths?" "No." "Okay, so when you pick a team, right, you can't pick people who all have the same exact traits." And in a corporate world, in an environment like that, he hit the nail on the head. But what if you were to think these things on a personal level? What if you were to think about your tribe of people that you surround yourself with every single day? Think about specific people for specific things. And think about also, what can you do for these people in return? So for me, this looked like, I have specific individuals that I go to for specific different things. If I need somebody to tell me like it is, and they're not going to sugarcoat anything, I have that mentor that I go to, where I know he's going to give me honest feedback. if I'm having a really rough day and I am just feeling kind of out of it, I know that I have one of my best friends. I know I can text her, or I can FaceTime her, or I can just reach out to her, and I can instantly feel better because she can relate to me in a spiritual way. If I feel like I need some yellow in my life and I need some sunshine and I need somebody to give me a little bit of a confidence booster, my leader right now is literally like the brightest sunshine that you've ever seen in your entire life. It just brings some happiness to the table. And if I need some strong, empowering women just to surround myself with, just so that I can get more on that level, then I have specific people for that too. And if I need days where I just need to sit back and I need to just live life and not worry so much about tomorrow or yesterday, if I need to be in right now, I know that I have my family for that. So right now, think about those people that are in your life. Think about the influence that they have on you. And just know that it's okay to separate yourself from the people who make you feel like you can't go out there and dominate the world. You need the people who are going to believe in you, because if you're around people who believe in you, I freaking promise you that you will believe in yourself. It may not happen right away, but who you surround yourself with eventually becomes who you are, and what fuels your mind fuels your life. So fuel your mind with positivity. All of the positivity, all of the happy, all of the things, and just be aware. Be aware of how you feel around specific people, and if you are getting that gut-wrenching feeling around a specific person, it's probably for a reason, and that means that it's probably time to, you don't have to cut cold turkey, but maybe take a step back, and just keep an arm's distance and know that, maybe they're going through something and you just need to, life is difficult enough. Just, again, worry about your own lane and just focus on growth, focus on powering through it, and focus on just surrounding yourself with all the love, all the positivity, and all the positive people who are going to empower you. So that's my tip for the week. Really focus on the people that are in your life and how they influence you, good and bad, and we'll go from there. Have a great week, everyone, and happy 4th of July. Be safe. No drinking, no driving. Okay, bye.